It's Madden NFL 23, and coming up, it'll be no holds barred between NFC North rivals. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings, and it's coming up next.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins is back for his 5th year as Minnesota starter, tied for the longest streak of stability the team has had a quarterback since. Get this, Fran Tarkenton in the late 1970s. He's been excellent during that time, making his 2nd Pro Bowl last season after 4,200 yards and 33 touchdowns through the air. The Vikings, though, still hovering right around 500 at the 8-win mark, hoping to see him lead a talented roster back to the postseason.
A throw left side to start to drive is complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards of first down.
Very nice catch there by Justin Jefferson, one of the best receivers in the game. After just 2 seasons in the league as a rookie, 2nd-team All-Pro, and then in his 2nd year, was 2nd in the league in yardage. This guy continues to grow and get better with every game.
Well, they'll run it here on a jet sweep. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Chris Barnes there on the stop. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Off the play fake, Cousins. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical to be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
It's a big passing game on this drive. Here's one out of the running game. So the passing game, loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. To throw, Cousins. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. Cousins now. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Excellent recognition, and none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
9th play now, this long opening drive. Can they cash it in on 3rd and goal? From the gun, here's Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal, they're the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal is to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play, a big-time stop by them.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard penalty brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. 9 yards of pickup there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And a Packer first down.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made big play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Shotgun now for Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have a Packers Packers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
First down, Green Bay.
Rodgers now on first down. And Lazard's got it again. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now Jones. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off. Not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A 10-play drive that time, and the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
On 2nd down, Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 25-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. A first down throw for Cousins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive they got in the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Throwing on first down, but this one lines up to be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he did not on that play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a pick up for 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. It's the 49-yard line.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Rodgers to throw once more. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he's going to be taken down right at the 4-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here's Watkins on a jet sweep. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
What a luxury to have a guy like this. Could not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Rodgers now to throw. Able to find Lazard. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
After 1, 7-0. All EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Rodgers to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
The shotgun, give to Jones. And the second effort gets it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Now Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the ones you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be sterner with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Cousins, and that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
They're almost pushing to the break, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now. a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond 45 after the juke. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Looking left side for Watkins, he's got him.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, he came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Packers.
Rodgers again now.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not have to go on more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that his defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Call it a gain of a yard. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Sammy Watkins from 6 yards away.
And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And it is now 21-0. A 10-play drive that time.
And it's Sammy Watkins who finishes it off with a touchdown reception.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be a possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time to get the ball.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but well, that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away. Pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters, but in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, but they hope to get back into this game.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
He'll begin the drive with a give to Jones.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up a touchdown run to him earlier to shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
2nd and 7 operating from the 34.
Here's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Cobb. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And a fair catch call for made just outside the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
And now out comes Minnesota.
And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now, start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Throwing, Cousins.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
24 yards the game there, another 1st down as well.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit, and get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he'll take this one down to the 36. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Fourth down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota. And this is good. It was running how to guess there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys, maybe put some more points on the board before they have.
Joseph now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So another drive coming up for this Packers offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Rodgers' throw taken in by Watkins here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And they get him down, but not before it takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And Lazard's got it again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big play there on a catch and run. 53 yards. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it longer, he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with a football.
Yeah, and we've seen a few moments like this in the first half already from this defense. You know you're going to give up some catches, but it's what they do after the catch that's really been hurting them. And it does again right there.
And the numbers on the next-gen stats always tells us the story. He tacked on better than 40 yards after the catch. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, get the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. On 1st and 10, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second down at 4. Now Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. The kick by Joseph is good, and they're back within 3 scores, and it's now a 22-point game. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into the spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? Big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Packers in that first half. And our statisticians got through a couple of pencils already. This offense is on pace for potentially 500 yards in passing. That's pretty incredible. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Alan Lazard and the rest of the Packers back out for another drive. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And the ball is loose. Dillon lost it. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Here's Rodgers to throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Rodgers and Cobb, good for a Green Bay first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They're going to run the jet sweep. It's Cobb with it. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Following the interception, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Cook is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Vikings will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Cousins will try and throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point drives, sometimes a QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. Rodgers on the return.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Now Rodgers
finds Lazard quickly on the slant.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Rodgers now throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Granted, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run wide side with Jones. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time. They'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Rodgers.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, again, plenty of time to sit in the pocket and deliver the football. And while the offensive linemen, they may be nameless and faceless to a lot of people, they certainly aren't to their teammates or the skill position guys. They appreciate the heck out of them, and they're capitalizing.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Rodgers going to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. Blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards on a carry there. It's going to lead him to 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Rodgers.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they're likely to force a field goal attempt.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
They did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties.
And Enuagu now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
They'll try the middle with Cook. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there, they didn't get it. But boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Now Sammy Watkins and the rest of the offense getting set to go again. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, 3rd quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us.
Into Innovate brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cobb. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Up the middle, Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
On 2nd down, Dillon.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 4 yards on the pickup there, taking it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Here's Rodgers. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
It was great just to see Daniil Hunter back on the field after missing all of 2020 with a neck injury. When he's on top of his game, book him for the Pro Bowl, and he'll always be contending for All-Pro status.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
And the football going back to the Vikings offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, All coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins.
Throw caught there by Osborne. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
You know, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on a guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. Hard to believe his first catch of the game. Defensively, they bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. Cousins to throw it. And he wisely will throw that one away. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Cousins now. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
Fourth down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph for Minnesota. Joseph's got it, and that will close the gap down to 14. So the 3 points there, seeing they have to inch a bit closer.
Yeah, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Joseph now to kick this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
From the 24, Rodgers. Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
An inside give to Jones. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Rodgers. This is caught with a catch right side. 7 catches for him now. This last one, a 1st down.
1st down, Packers.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Watkins on the jet sweep. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain 3, 2nd down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house. So they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. What a methodical drive. This is turning out to be that time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
First down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And it's 2nd down. Throwing is Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Sammy Watkins from 13 yards out. And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up 1st downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ended a touchdown, fantastic.
Now Crosby for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's Sammy Watkins who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example of that.
And the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing, Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Throwing. Now the ball comes loose, and the Packers pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Holding offense.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A give to Jones.
He'll take this to the 46.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play. Hold them to no gain.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And out now come the Vikings.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Coming up to the line, they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins, he gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. One of those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in football.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Taking down at the 19-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So the starting field position was terrific following surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties.
This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one's getting close to being over, and they try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again for the 25-yard line. To throw is Cousins. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
The Vikings will line up for the two-point conversion.
One last shot now for Cousins. Steps, now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. So they tried to take on 2 more, wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.